hopefully you just watched part 1 of this video. I really want you, even if you're just finding this video for the first time, to go back to the part 1 of this video and kind of hear our story on how we have this knowledge to do this. So we are starting at part 2 of talking about bringing ingredients into your house and how many meals that you can make with that. And I kind of sprung it on the content team here, who just happens to all be younger than me, because I'm the next generation older than them. But they are in their 30s and have different stages of lives. And I want to teach them how I use this app and talk about the things that they have in their house. So you probably won't see them, but you might hear their voices, and we might cut a bunch of it out. You just never know what's going to happen. Now, I just want to clarify right from the very beginning that there's no right or wrong way to have items in your pantries, or items in your freezer or anything. Whatever you bring home is things that your family's going to eat, or your family, it's important to your family, or you might have different diets, you might be vegan, whatever. I just want to teach you these skills, and then you incorporate them any way that you need to incorporate them into your family's lifestyle. Okay, the first thing that I want you to do is either grab a laptop or grab a little notebook. So this is the one that I've used for 5 years, and then this is the 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐿 Legacy one. I like this size notebook because it can easily fit in my purse, and it fits in the shopping cart, the basket of the shopping cart. So I can take it with me and make notes as I'm there. I mark down sale prices, just all the things. You can go back and see meals for years in this notebook of mine that I've carried forever. However you want to take some notes and you have them accessible to you when you're at the grocery store, do it that way. So if you're somebody that only does notes on your phone, then do it that way. We do a lot of Google Docs stuff too that we can access on our phones, but I personally like having a paper copy of it. So however you want to keep these notes, decide on that and then keep adding to them, because it's really helpful when you start adding into a little notebook like this, that you can write down meals, not necessarily meal planning, but meals that you've made in the last 2 weeks that you can make notes on. And you can see seasonally how your family likes to eat those meals. So our family meals are way different between spring and summer and fall and winter. So we kind of have 2 cycles of meals that we go through. I think everybody kind of does, but then they get bogged down with just the same recipes all the time. So I want to teach you how to bring ingredients into your house that are versatile, that you can use up, and you can make lots of different things. Okay, my favorite app or website that you can go to is called supercook.com. So there's a desktop version and there's also an app version. So whatever way that you like to do it. Now, I know that there's a lot of different apps that you can use and different programs, and I'll tell you why I like this one. So I don't want it to populate a grocery list for me based on a meal plan. I want to teach you a different way to do it. So I know that there are apps that you can pick out recipes and then it'll populate a grocery list, and then you'll go spend that money on those groceries, but you're not building to your pantry at all. I want to teach you how to buy groceries that will end up making meals for your family. Supercook is the app or program that we're going to use today, and mine is on my phone, and so I'm starting with a brand new one here with just the answers that the ladies that are here tell me to to add on there. So does that make sense? So, and then at the end we can say how many are on mine. But saying this, these are the items that we normally have in our house. So if I'm out of one of these items, butter, if I'm out of butter, butter is on my list, and I'm going to make sure that I have butter in my house at all times. So these are items that I know that I'm going to have in my house all the time, so I can make these meals. And when you go and enter all of these into the website, it really doesn't take that long. It will give you recipes based on what you already have in your house. And then it will give you recipes if you're only missing one item. Then you can base your grocery list off of that one item that you might need to go pick up. So it's a different way of thinking about this. So it's backwards if you want. I base things on ingredients that are versatile, that I can use a lot of ways. And one of those is like peppers. So peppers I use a lot in the morning for eggs and omelets, but I can easily use them for dinner for lots of meals. So peppers are like a produce item that we always have in the refrigerator. And I just want to say, I just like Supercook. This is not a paid anything. So this is just a lesson that I have been using for a long time, and then I teach to groups of moms when I have went out and did speaking events with large groups of moms. This is the app that I teach them how to do it also. So that being said, with this pantry list that we're talking about, normally I only update it once or twice a year when I do my inventory in the fall and again in the spring. So it's not something that you have to be, really looking at inventory all the time. This is just kind of a base to see what you normally have in your house, or maybe what you should be thinking about picking up. Okay, so the first ones we're going to start with is the pantry essentials. I'm just going to go through 40 items, and if they don't have it in their house, maybe, they'll mark down on their list. Just teasing. One of them will be editing this video a lot, so she'll be able to make the list as she edits. No, I just think this is really fun. We never get to really introduce the team very much because they stay on the other side of the camera, so you'll get to hear some voices today. But anyways, the first part of this, you just click buttons. So you click if you have it, and it's 40 pantry essentials. So butter?
No.
You don't have butter. Do you have butter? Yeah. Eggs?
Yes.
Garlic?
No. Yes.
Milk?
Yes. Wait, like dairy or?
Any kind of milk that you would drink?
Yes.
Yeah. Onions?
No.
Oh, neither one of you. Maybe?
Frozen? Yeah.
A frozen? That works, yeah. Sugar?
Yeah. Yeah.
Flour?
Yes.
Olive oil?
Yes. Yes.
Garlic powder?
Yes. Yes.
Rice?
Yes. No.
All right, one does. You guys are gonna have to divide your list back up. Cinnamon?
Yes.
Ketchup?
Yes. No.
Soy sauce?
Yes. No.
To clarify, I don't have soy sauce in my house, but we have coconut aminos because I'm allergic to it. We have one, yes. I think we're going to do the main list over here. Mayonnaise?
No.
Oh, both of you.
Yes.
Oh, mayonnaise?
No.
No, yes. It has vegetable oil on there, but as long as there's one kind of oil in your house that you can cook with. Do you have vegetable oil?
Yes.
I don't ever have vegetable oils. And then any kind of bread?
Yes. No.
Baking powder?
Yes. Maybe.
Brown sugar?
Yes. Maybe.
Oregano?
Yes. Maybe.
See how helpful this is? This is really honest. I wish I had two computers going right now. Just to clarify, for those recipes that we've done so far, or those ingredients that we've done so far, we're only halfway through these essentials. This has populated 4,894 recipes that only use those ingredients. Okay, potatoes.
No.
Normally, no. Honey.
Yes. No.
Paprika.
Yes.
Baking soda.
Yes. Maybe.
Vanilla.
Yes. Yes.
Spaghetti.
Yes. No.
Okay, I just decided we're gonna stop this and we're gonna go back and we're gonna do two different ones because it's vastly different. So we're gonna even keep what we've had so far, and we're going to do it on two different computers so we can see what it ends up being. But right now, just from adding those couple more ingredients on there, now we're up to 7,719. So we're gonna stop this. We're going to keep it. So it's going to be the most unusual edited video that we've ever had on the Cross Legacy, but follow along. No, I think we really need to do this twice. Okay, we divided this up. So the one that is feeding a family, her recipes are, right now at this point, right where we stopped the video, would be 7,585 different recipes with those basic items that we had. And then the other list, where she's not feeding a family, that one is at 1,239. So we'll keep going through this list, and you can see how drastic these numbers can be with these simple ingredients. So chili powder.
Yes.
Cumin.
Yes.
Chicken breast.
Yes.
cheddar,
Yes.
carrot,
No.
tomato,
No.
basil,
Yes.
parsley,
Yes.
parmesan,
No.
bell pepper.
No.
Oh, no bell pepper. So that's funny. That was an example I used that we use all the time. So just adding those couple more ingredients, now we are at 8,478 recipes that you can make with the things that are already in your house. And those items are pretty basic items. Like if I'm out of one of those items, that I'm making sure that it's on my grocery list. So like produce and stuff rotates seasonally for us here, but you can kind of get an estimate of what you would normally have in your house and be able to make that. So garlic was a yes or no? No, and onions was no. Bell pepper, no. Oh, these are the produce items. What would you normally buy?
Cucumbers.
Cucumbers.
Mashed potatoes.
Oh, mashed potatoes.
Yeah. My husband eats the instant ones.
There, and it works. Baby carrots,
Yeah.
mixed vegetables, like frozen vegetables. Those were all vegetables. And we have a very, I don't eat vegetables family. And then, oh, there's 37 different kinds of mushrooms. Do you eat mushrooms? We'll just skip that one. Okay, the fruit one is the big one. So lemons,
No.
limes,
No.
apples,
Yes.
bananas.
Yes.
All right, just tell me which other ones to click on. But there's 90. We're not going to read them all. Just for the record, we're up to 12,571 recipes with these items that she normally buys. Okay, now there's a whole section for berries. So these can be fresh berries or frozen berries, however you buy them and keep them at your house. Strawberry?
Yes.
You better say yes. This is the cross legacy. Blueberries,
Yes.
raspberries,
Yes.
cranberries.
No.
All right, let's just call that good. Yeah. You get the idea. Nuts and seeds, cheese, besides cheddar, cottage cheese.
Nope.
I hate cottage cheese. Mike likes it with peaches. All right, I'm just gonna skip. They list like 200 different kinds of cheeses. We don't need to go through all this. Okay, butter, egg, milk for dairy. This always, oh, it does say dairy and eggs. Yeah, it always cracks me up when people think that eggs are dairy just because they're in the case, but they're not. So, and then there's all the like substitutes for milks too, if you do this. Okay, what kind of meats do you buy? Sausage,
Yes.
ground pork,
No.
beef stew meat,
No.
pepperoni.
Yes.
Again, 83 more. We're just gonna speed this up. Do you do any fish?
No.
Me either. Any other spices than what was on that first 40? Any other kind of sweeteners?
Maple syrup.
There you go. Seasoning blends like taco seasoning.
Yes. Taco seasoning. I have ranch seasoning.
All right, baking. Do you have any of these other baking things?
Chocolate chip.
Yeah. Yeast, cornstarch.
Yes, cornstarch. Yeah. Sprinkles.
Yes.
Brownie mix.
There you go. Pancake mix.
Pancake mix. Yes.
Okay, so all in all, that took us about 15 minutes to do. I'm sure we're going to squeech that up so you don't have to watch very much of it. But it's really interesting, like as you're going through it, you're like, oh yeah, I do buy that, or I should have that in my house. And you can go through the list of items. But with the one that's not a whole family, her recipes ended up being 2,500 recipes for the items that she had in her house, and she didn't think that she had anything in her house. So 2,500 recipes populated, and she could go home and make any of them right now. Like she has all the ingredients to make them. So that is like pretty impressive when you're thinking about, you know, the ingredients you already have in your house. And then the one that has a small family, hers is 24,201 recipes that gets divided between all kinds of things, between breakfast and lunch and desserts and special diets. You can divide it up however you want. And those are ones that she has every single ingredient for that she needs. So some of them are 14 ingredients to make something, some 13 ingredients, some 8 ingredients. She has every single one of those ingredients at her house, and they're things that she normally has at her house, which is just really amazing. You can go breakfast, lunch, snacks, anything in between, oven free, which is a nice one, salads, side dishes. Like you can divide it up all different ways. But just for the main course dinner recipes, there's 1,003 different options for the ingredients that she has, every single ingredient that she has at our house. And then you can hit one button that says missing one ingredient, and then it populates a whole nother list for you if you're missing. Well, a lot of these are missing onion and they don't even eat onion. So that's like a good one to, like all those recipes would work for them anyways because it's just an onion. So anyways, this is just a really amazing thing, but I get questions all the time from on the Cross Legacy and then on all the other social media groups that I'm on. But I hear people say, I have $50 and I need to make 10 meals, and they don't even think about what's already in their house. To swap that thinking around, I have all of these ingredients and what can I make with them? And I literally will say, what's in your refrigerator, what's in your freezer, what's in your pantry, like what can you make with what you have? And you know, just rethinking that, you know, if you have those simple ingredients that you can make pancakes even if you don't have pancake mix, or those pancake mixes can turn into waffles, that can turn into muffins, and you can have a whole array of different breakfast things that are pretty easy to make. And you know, when you start thinking a little bit outside of the box, to have like egg substitutes occasionally if you don't have eggs around. So like dried powder eggs, we actually, it's totally random, but we have eggs that go in our cupboard and they're called water glass eggs. But I always know I have like 4 dozen extra eggs here in the house. But the same kind of philosophy goes for like milk. If you don't have fresh milk at your house, you know, to think about having like a little bit of shelf-stable milk, even if it's not your family's favorite, you know, getting an almond milk or whatever it is might last like a year in a carton. And I've always taught to keep some extra shelf-stable milk and some cereal at your house. And the best place to keep it, honestly, is up on that refrigerator cabinet that nobody can reach. But you can give your family cereal and milk anytime in an emergency, if the power is out, if you just need to wait until payday, to have some extra cereal and milk hidden away, the shelf-stable milk. But it can be a life changer, and it can be, you know, really handy in an emergency if you don't have power and you can't go somewhere and you need to feed your family. So those little things that you can kind of swap up and think differently about really help. But look at the ingredients that you already have in your house. I teach a whole course on this, and this video isn't even about that. This video was just to show you what free tools are out there and to start learning some of these basics. So I hope that you learned something today. Please ask questions. Like, we read and try to answer every single question that comes in. Share this with somebody, even if you have all the things that you think that you might need in the pantry. Somebody else might learn something from this. If you can share this with a friend, tag your daughter, like all those kind of things. Like there's valuable information here that can help a lot of people right now. So, and if you're looking for produce tips to keep your food fresh, like I am the queen of keeping your produce fresh, and we have over 400 videos for that. So make sure you're checking that out too. Also, with stocking the single ingredient items for like spices, I'm able to make lots of different like taco seasoning and fajita seasoning and ranch dressing and all of those different seasoning packets that you might buy that you might not always have at the house. So like spices and seasoning is always something that we always have here at the house, and we can make it however we want. But if you want to find out the list of the things that I normally have for spices, we have a video for that and a blog post. I don't know. We have a video or a blog post. I can't remember which one it is, but we're going to be making the other one. So in my house, we have mostly single ingredient items because we are an allergy family. So that's the way that I stock things. It doesn't mean that you have to, but I have 89,000 recipes I can make from the ingredients that I have in my house. So there's plenty of things if I am stuck on an idea that I want to make something that I can make. I do only stock ingredients at my house pretty much. So my number is way different than other people's would be. But anyways, we're going to be doing more in this series in the coming months about having food in your house if you need it for emergency, and how to stock up on that just a little bit at a time, because trying to get emergency food supply in your house is overwhelming when you can't get through a payday of not needing to go to the grocery store. I just hope that I said all the right words today to encourage you, that grocery shopping can be looked at in a new way, and you can learn a new skill, and it can help your family save money.